What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and just wanted to give everyone a quick shout out. Thank you guys for coming out to my stream yesterday. I made an announcement that I decided to implement memberships to save the business. That's right. And if you didn't watch the video or the stream, you'll see that I explained that YouTube has given me a nice fat check incentive to actually activate membership. So that's the reason why I decided to do it. If it's something you're interested in, you can go to my channel and check it out. If not, it's perfectly fine. The other thing too, that if you actually want a membership for the emotes and the giveaways and all that stuff, you could fire up NordVPN and get yourself a 3 cent or 4 cent Argentinian memberships. I don't care. Have fun. Knock yourself out. The main reason I did it was for the emotes, so that people can chat and stuff like that. But I added an additional giveaway, a monthly giveaway, which is part of the incentive. So something you're interested in, have at it. If not, no big deal. Okay. We're going to watch now our boy Phil and the Daily Wrap. And apparently our boy Phil had a very, very bad streaming day yesterday. First started out with Multiverse just not working. And I got a lot to say about that because our boy Phil goes on another incoherent rant, or uneducated rant, more like it. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And of course, last night, FallGout 4K playthrough was a disaster. So let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Wrap.
Sadly did not go according to plan. Out of my control, sadly. It wasn't like I chose to change something, or there was, something that, I couldn't be here. It was that a game didn't work, and that really threw a monkey wrench into our plans. I mean, the good news is I was able to adjust. The bad news is a lot of people were very disappointed with the outcome, me included. So let's talk about that. Today's podcast covered various topics, including my ability to remove input lag from Street Fighter 6 on PS5, and also my final thoughts on Hellblade 2. A little bit of game news discussion and Q&A, but those are the two major topics of the podcast today, in case you're interested. The first stream was supposed to be the premiere of MultiVersus, all right? And so, here it is, 1 p.m., I'm done with the podcast, we go to start, and it doesn't work. And immediately people start passing misinformation on my stream, which really upsets me when people just talk out of their ass like idiots instead of thinking rationally. So, basically what happens is I boot up MultiVersus, you sign the EULA or whatever it is, agree to it, and it says, oh, down for maintenance, sorry, can't play. Down for maintenance, it launched like 2-3 hours ago on console. Like, why would it be down already? I think it launched at like, okay, I take that back. I think it supposedly launched at like 4 or 5 a.m. on console, but then it launched at like 9, 10 a.m. on PC. So, why would it be down already? Right? So, I'm looking, I'm like, it's not a queue. It's not like, oh, you're this number in line to join. It's just down for maintenance. So, I said to everyone, guys, I'm really sorry, but we can't play today. I don't know what we're going to do. I guess we have to figure it out. So, we talked a little bit, and people were like, just do Street Fighter 6. What else are you going to do? But yeah, I guess you're right. So, as I get ready for Street Fighter 6, people start spreading mass misinformation. Oh, that's actually a queue. You have to sit on that screen and just stare at it, and eventually you'll get into the game. I'm like, it's not a queue. It literally is not a queue. It's a screen that says down for maintenance. What are you talking about? Like, people just making shit up. There was no queue, by the way. They literally made that shit up. Apparently what happened was, MultiVersus today was all messed up. Like, it's launch day, and all these issues kept happening with the game and with the servers and everything. So it was a mess all day. Like, people were saying, even if you could play it, the game's full of bugs and glitches and issues. So I guess they kept patching the game and trying to do shit. Who knows what was really going on. So I'm glad that I actually didn't play it. I probably would have been more upset if the game was not working right on launch day than just not playing it on launch day. So instead, we played Street Fighter 6. But here's the problem. A big crowd, a good 400 or 500 people were there just for MultiVersus, and when they saw we weren't doing MultiVersus, they were disappointed. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I can't make the game work. That's their fault to have a botched launch. Keep in mind, it's a free-to-play game, so you're gonna have a ton more people playing that game than a game they have to pay for. So, day one, there's that initial interest, probably ridiculous amounts of people trying to slam the servers at once, and it's gonna happen. So, we did play Street Fighter 6, and I played with Dalcine. What I will...
Alrighty, so I got a lot to say about this, but not just simply words. I actually have an article. That's right, folks. Your boy Doody tries his best to bring receipts whenever he can, especially when Phil is acting like a fucking immature douchebag child. Alrighty, folks. So, apparently Phil was really upset that his chat was spamming, that they were spamming false information. Okay, let's see exactly what this false information is. Here's an email from .esports. This is a really good site if you're ever looking for news. They're very good. Unlike Kotaku and a couple other stupid games, this is really good. They actually give you news, and they're pretty quick with the articles. Multiverse was down for maintenance message explained. Here you go, folks. This was a quick Google search if you weren't aware of this site. I'm aware of the site, so the first thing I did this morning was I booted it up to see what they had to say about Multiverse. And lo and behold, here's a fucking article. After months of anticipation, Multiverse was finally launched on May 28th. Since it's a free-to-play adventure, many players immediately downloaded to commence in their journey in the latest fighting game. But many are encountering the "we're down for maintenance" era and unable to play Multiverses. Alrighty, let's see here. At the time of writing, thousands of players are waiting to get into Multiverse, but the "we're down for maintenance" message is forbidding them from doing so. Luckily, there's no need to panic. You hear that, Phil? No need to fucking panic. Since it's all expected, and hopefully you will get into the game soon. Wow. Huh, interesting. What does "we're down for maintenance" in the Multiverse mean? Multiverse launched at 6 a.m. Connecticut Central Time for console players, after which PlayStation and Xbox players were able to jump in. However, most of them are seeing the "we're down for maintenance" error message. This isn't an error. You hear that, Phil? This isn't an error, but rather a queue. A fucking queue, you fucking flathead, to get in. And what did Phil get upset about? He got upset because the Dents were spamming, "It's a queue, it's a queue, it's a queue." They were spreading false information. On the day of launch, developer Play First Games announced it would be allowing players to enter the Multiverse in waves. When the game went live at 6 a.m., the title's social media profile announced that the first wave of gamers had logged in the servers. That is the reason why it was down. They didn't want to overflood the servers with gamers, you fucking moron. So yes, it was a queue system. It was a queue system, Phil. Just like the people in your chat were telling you. And all you had to do was sit there and just wait. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks to wait. And of course, you're not fucking entertaining and you're boring as all fuck. And that's the reason why you can't sit there. I mean, how many fucking Q&As can you do until your fucking chats get so fucking bored? God, you're a fucking idiot. Alright, with that in mind, you shouldn't worry at all when you stumble upon "we're down for maintenance" message in the Multiverse. You're just in a queue, like thousands of others. Just remain patient and wait for the game to let you in. We advise you not to quit the game in the meantime, since if you do so and launch it again, you will likely end up by the end of the queue. So wait a minute. The people in the chat were telling Phil that it's a queue system, but they were the ones spreading false information. You're a fucking idiot, Phil. You know that? You never fucking listen to people. You're so fucking paranoid and worried that the detractors are lying to you and fooling to you that everything anyone says to you must be a fucking lie. You're a fucking idiot. That's why you get what you fucking deserve. That's why you get this type of shit. So you decided to play Street Fighter and no one gives a shit about Street Fighter. So you didn't, of course, get the fucking support. And you were fucking pathetic and you were sad and whimpering all day. And you carried that shit into FallGout 4K playthrough last time. You were hoping that the 4K would bring in the support, which it fucking didn't. And Street Fighter was fucking boring, and you fucking suck at Street Fighter. I don't give a shit how much of an input, how much you fix the input lag. You're still fucking a 41-year-old slow old geezer who can't respond in time. And you lost more than you fucking won yet again, Phil. But this is the shit that fucking pisses me off. You think you know it all, so you rather rant and rave and tell people to shut up and ban people because you don't know something. So you must assume that just because you have this preconceived notion that because something says down for maintenance, you assume that it means that it's down for maintenance without fucking doing a simple go. You could have went on to Twitter yesterday and Twitter probably would have had this explanation for you. But no, Phil, you don't want to do that. You want to be a fucking douchebag and an asshole and then wonder why. Why is it that no one will tip me? Why is it that only a handful of Dents support me? This is probably why, Phil, because you're an asshole. God, such a fucking jerk, man. Biggest jerk of a person I've ever met, man. Just a fucking douchebag about everything.
I'll say is this. It was very fun. I actually did pretty good. I actually saw 2 huge improvements with Dalsim. First of all, it's very easy now to do his teleport behind combo, and you land, you go jab, and 3 low jabs, drive rush, standing jab, back, medium punch into Yoga Flame. It's a very basic bread and butter combo now. It's easy to execute. It used to be way hard to execute. Now it's not hard at all. Like, you can get it pretty much consistently. And I was like, wow, what an improvement. That's good that they made that link a little easier. In addition, now Dalsy can combo into his level 3 from almost anywhere, and you don't need a juggle state to do it anymore. It used to be when you tried to combo Yoga Flame to get level 3, most of the time the level 3 would just whip. Now it easily combos. So now he can do these level 3 combos from anywhere. Like, anytime you're landing a combo, you can pretty much land level 3 in it, which makes all of his combos great, viable ways to deal damage. And that didn't used to be the case. So just those 2 improvements make Dalsy better for sure. I wish there were more improvements, because that's it. Like, that's literally it. If you look at his moves list, that's pretty much what they've changed. I wish that there was more stuff that was better, but it is what it is. I did pretty good, I would say. I didn't dominate today, but I also didn't suck. It was kind of a back and forth, and I actually really enjoy the character. And by the way, again, no input delay, so I'm learning. I'm learning matchups. I'm learning things to do. I'm playing at a much better level right now than I was before the input delay was removed, and that's a great thing. I feel like every time I play, I'm upping my game now. And because of that, you'll notice if you watch the matches today, no insane rage, me punching the controller, going crazy, insulting players. There was one player that annoyed me. He was a Luke. And this guy just did so many ridiculous things that you would think shouldn't be, like, safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's basically doing all kinds of stuff, and you're like, well, I'm going to be able to punish him. No, Luke just instantly recovers from everything, and I'm like, oh my god. So I did complain a bit about the Luke player, but outside of that, very different. Again, very different from the previous Street Fighter 6 gameplay. I'm having fun. I'm learning. And a lot of the times, I'm missing stuff because of me. I'm like, shit, I did the wrong move. Crap, why am I doing drive impact? That's so stupid. I don't know why I keep doing it. So, that was good. Really good session. Here's the bummer, though. Because it was an impromptu stream that wasn't planned, a lot of people who would normally be there for Street Fighter weren't there. And because of that, it was actually a lower support stream, which sucks. It's a day stream. Near the end of my streaming week, supposed to be a big premiere. Everyone's excited, and then the game doesn't work, so people leave. And it ended up being pretty darn slow compared to what I would normally have as a day stream, and that sucks, right? So then the night stream is Fallout 4.
Alrighty, so let's get into support. Support was slow, folks. The Dents did not support Street Fighter 6. Why? Why did they not support Street Fighter 6? Everyone knows that Phil already said this is a new season. This is a brand new game. This is what happened last year. Doesn't matter and doesn't count. So open up the Velcro wallets and support. What the hell is going on? What is going on, folks? Well, Phil, I'm here to tell you, man. GameTrekker isn't here anymore, man. GameTrekker had to leave. GameTrekker apparently was funding you so much that either his boyfriend or girlfriend or mom or whoever the hell got wind that he was fucking dropping this kind of cash on you, found out, and told his ass, you need to stop this fucking pathetic behavior. And he did. And he left. So you don't have your whale anymore that support a Street Fighter. And of course, Jack Raxter, you're lucky if you get $25 out of that pathetic asshole every week. So yeah, Phil. So new game plan, pimp. Maybe, just maybe, 4K, Fallout 4K will save the business. Let's see what Phil had to say about that.
Now, normally, I play Fallout 4 as a day stream. But as you know, this last week we've been so busy with Hellblade 2, the update to Street Fighter 6, the Indies Marathon, and all of that stuff that we didn't have a chance to play Fallout 4 till tonight. Good news is we had a good chill time in general. We were relaxing and enjoying each other's company. I did a bunch of Brotherhood missions, leveled up a bunch, and now I'm actually making my melee build good even for, like, unarmed, which means I'm using that crazy power fist that I got from Swan, and that's fun now, so it's good to be able to switch through all these melee weapons. So good stuff there, but it did kind of slow down at the end of the stream, and again, we didn't even really hit the initial goals that I would look for. I always say when I do a stream, I want to hit the tier 1 tips goal. We didn't do that on either stream today, so it's like, man, a day that probably, if MultiVursus had worked, probably would have been a really great day, ended up kind of being a meh day. Not an awful day, but kind of a meh day, and that sucks. So, I'm hoping to make that up for you guys tomorrow. The only problem now is I have no clue what to do for Wednesday night stream. I'm thinking there's 2 completely viable options. I'm not sure what I want to do. So tomorrow, the daytime stream will be the Level 1 podcast, followed by MultiVursus, if it works. I hope it freaking works this time, because I couldn't play it all day today, all right? Now, tomorrow night's late stream, we have 2 options. Option number 1, Street Fighter 6, and I'll either use Lily or Zangief this time and try to learn their new balance changes. Or, if we're all Street Fighter out, because I played so much of it this week, I want to play Hades 2. I think that continuing out with the Hades 2 early access, I played it 90 minutes during my marathon on Saturday. I'd be very happy to play a nice late night Hades 2 stream, 2 hours tomorrow night, get into it, people interacting, helping me with builds and ideas. That's exactly how the Hades 1 playthrough went, and it was really fun to have that social interaction and working together to get the best builds and get the best, results. So I think maybe that's what I'll do. I think tomorrow we take a day away from Street Fighter, right? And maybe do a Hades 2 late night stream on the mini PC. I think that would be pretty neat. Okay? So.
Alrighty, folks. Yep, you heard it, man. FallGout 4K did not save the business, folks. I'm sorry to say, it just did not. No one cared about the 4K except for Phil. By the way, if you want, I posted a video this morning of Phil just ranting. Not ranting, but I mean, he's like a little kid that finds a shiny object. And he spent the... Remember when he did the noise filters, how he had to mention it like 50 times throughout the day for like a week? And you know, when he does these little small improvements on his streams, like when he figured out the pause button, the pause feature in OBS, he mentioned that shit for like 2 weeks straight. And that's what he did with 4K. And he was hoping that was going to translate into money, and it didn't. It did not. Phil had a pretty pathetic fucking night playing Fallout 4. Mind you, a 9-year-old game. But anyway, Phil thinks his charisma... Phil thinks his charisma will save the business, and it just isn't. Maybe you need to, when you get those perks in Fallout, Phil, maybe you need to add a couple more perk points into charisma, because, yeah, what you're doing isn't working, pimp. Maybe, just maybe Hades 2 will save the business. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.